Hello everybody, this is going to be a Gold 2, I think, VOD review. Keep in mind it's on EU and A. Apparently that's a bad server, I've never played on it, but it's Gold 2. For that server anyways. And he's playing jungle and he's playing Shyvana, so that's what we're watching. So we went PTA, it's really good. It's pretty sure that's what she takes, because you can auto, Q, and then procs PTA. It's pretty good. So far I like that he's standing here, but since he's standing here, that means he probably wants to start blue buff. So when you look at the lanes, you want to think like, okay, who's like gonna follow up for me? Because you're a CC-less jungler. You have 1 second knockup at level 6. It sucks, right? You don't really have anything. Like you don't have too much. You're kind of like a Master Yi a little bit, right? So if you look at mid lane, Zed, you have Shadow, you have Vladimir, not the best of follow-up, but it's a pretty volatile lane. You could definitely look to just position around the lane and watch for the Zed using a Shadow, and then once he does that, you can maybe look for a gank, or if you know his flash is down or something like that. That's a possibility. Top lane, extremely good follow-up. Cho'Gath does not have much ways to stop you, because you can just R all of the ways he wants to go on. Wants to stop you. Right, and Renekton's got good follow-up, so that's a pretty good option for you to actually gank. And then if you look at the bottom lane, you have Lulu MF. Lulu got a little bit of follow-up, but not a ton. I mean, she kind of does. And, you know, they both have a lot of slowing potential. But in terms of you killing Caitlyn, it's probably not going to happen. She's just going to trap in front of you, and then you're going to have to be forced to route around the trap, and then just run away. But you can kill Soraka. Soraka's easy kill. That's what you want to focus on in the lane anyways, like, for your MF. Okay, that's a weird route. What are you doing that route for? There's no way you would do that route. Right, because if you look at what Yi wants to do, he just wants to power farm. It's kind of weird that you're doing this early. Right, when you do this, you have so far to go back into your own jungle. Look how far you have to go for the wolf camp now. And also understand, Rift Herald is not actually that big of a priority. You actually put yourself a little bit behind, I think, by doing this. Because if you see, he's already cleared 3 camp and is already hitting his buff by that time. So he's going to be slightly ahead of you if you're actually doing something like that. Just because you have to do this, and then walk all the way back to wolf camp. If you wanted to do something like that, I would have liked to see you start the other side, right? Because if we go back, the first thing you want to focus on right away when the game starts is balling. Did they leash? Right, we want to see, did they leash? Right. So we see they're coming from over here, right? So they probably leashed, right? We see this happening. So we know what Yi wants to do. He wants to do red, probably Raptors, and probably just clear this entire top side right now. And so since he did that, we can assume that he might try to get Raptor. He might try to get Rift at level 3, and that might be what you're trying to contest. But if he doesn't go for it, you end up being a little bit behind. So just be aware of that. Right, this puts you a little behind because of the inefficient pathing, and it's just kind of something that you know, you have to deal with if you're doing Rift Scuttler. Keep in mind, it's really just a Gromp. Like, people think it's like, oh, it's such a high priority. It's like, it's not actually that high of a priority. Also, another thing I don't like is you're not starting W. You need to start W. Because when you auto, your W goes a lower cooldown. And look at your E. Your E's not going down. And it's the same damage as your W. So your W is more damage. So you just you scale W and then you scale Q and then maybe you scale E at like level 4. It's not that useful. Right? It's not a ton useful. Your W is gonna end up being more damage and faster clear throughout the whole, throughout the entire clear. I do not like your E here. It's really bad. See, you're finished that, and see, he's already finished this buff. So he's done 4 caps in the times that you've done 4, but you've got this battle there. What is he doing? He shouldn't be doing this. Now you're ahead because he's being retarded. This is stupid. Oh, come on, Renekton. Okay. This is worth going for. I would at least, if I were you, I would at least maybe go and check if this is up. Right? Like, go and check if this is up and see. Because he might want to do it. Okay, so then you went red. You're just doing a full clear, not even trying to gank, really. Which is okay. You kinda suck. You kinda suck before 6. But then this happens, right? You can do stuff like this, and you're just not there to counter gank. Yep, you're too low to do anything. Okay. I would go bot lane. I would pad bot lane right now. Because if you see how far ahead they are. And your Lulu's a little bit, she's like 7%, so she can kind of follow up. And I think you can probably burn a flash here from Soraka. Oh, maybe not. Oh, never mind. Okay, this is really, really bad. This is like really bad because it shows you, right? You're showing yourself doing this, telling the E, hey man, here's my farm, right? Here's what I've cleared, right? If he does the count, if he does the counting on it, he knows which camps are down. He knows you've basically done a full clear, plus Scuttle. He knows this, so he's gonna know exactly when your camps are coming up next. And also you have a red buff too, which is even worse. So you have red buff, you show yourself in the lane, if the other jungle is capable, he's gonna immediately pan over, see that, hey, you have red buff, and calculate the time left, right? So here you have like, it's like 2 minutes, I think, and you're about like 75% of the way through. Alright, so let's say you have 30 seconds left. So your red buff's up in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So from that he can deduce that your buff's going to be up at about 8:30. And he can just see it on here too, right? So he can just see it. So he knows it's like a more accurate timer. So he's just going to be here when your red buff's up and just take it. Alright. I would like to see a deeper ward than that. I think you're okay doing a little bit of a deeper ward. Alright, looks like he didn't contest you for that. You're leaving the small one, that's really good. Why not go over here? Or go bot lane, like just go bot lane. Maybe. Ah, he's so fucking low. Where's your AD carry, man? He's not even laning. They haven't even died, he just recalled twice. Alright, so mid lane kept top lane. So when this happens, when the mid laner roams, and look at the wave here, right? You realize the wave is here. The next incoming wave is coming in, right? It's coming in. So you can probably come mid lane and start hitting this turret, right? Just start bashing on this tower. And if he sees that, right, he's pretty low from that engagement, from going top lane. If he comes in here, he's gonna be facing a 1v1 and maybe a 2v2. But he doesn't win that. He doesn't necessarily win that, because you two are just gonna focus down this guy and then go on Yi. Right, you guys are gonna kill Zed really quickly. So I think you win the 2v2. Yi isn't 6 yet, and he went Dark Harvest. Like you can't. Like it's so stupid to go Dark Harvest. come over here, try to help him with this tower. And then this happens, right? So this is what I mean, right? Do you think if you were here, you guys would win this? Right, you wouldn't have to back off. You completely win this, 100%. Look at how low he gets. You're still not reacting. Come on, you're just power farming. You don't even react to this. Like, I don't know if it's you not reacting, or you just don't see it. So it might be map awareness, and it might be you just deciding not to react. You're just not reacting. You're still over here. You need to counter gank this. Right? Like, you need to counter gank this. This has been going on for at least 30 seconds. Like, let's see how long this actually goes on. So here, he starts fighting. I would immediately go over here to see if I can help. Right? And see if any of them get low. Right? Just hover around here. You know, you gotta be careful because of Zed, right? And he's level 6 now, so he can actually just jump on you and kill you. But you see, this happens, right? So why aren't you here? Oh, this is a big time, like go over here. But you're not even going. Like, I know you want to power farm to 6, but you can't ignore these opportunities. You just can't. It's ridiculous to ignore these opportunities. Like, you want to know why you're not making any impact? This is why. You're not helping with the counter gank. If you're there to help, then you should go help. Look, he even killed the Yi. Like, he even killed the Yi, man. Holy. Your Vladimir is a beast. Like, your Vladimir is a beast, man. Now you go bot. Bot's a terrible idea because your Lulu just died. And it's kind of hard to get on top of Caitlyn and really stay on top of her. Yeah, your MF's probably not going to follow up with half HP. Like, the only source you have is actually really ganking top lane or mid lane. Like, it kind of looks like you would be able to gank bot lane, but realize that they're so low that they're not going to be able to help you. And there's always the chance that the jungler comes in unless we know he's elsewhere. Right, so you know that this could potentially turn into a really bad situation if the Master Yi pops up. So you don't end up going for this. End up going for the dragon instead. It's pretty good. He doesn't do that well with it. Oh my god, you didn't smite it, did you? What happened here? Have smite. You're getting way too low. You can't actually fight this thing. Yeah, Cloud is really hard to fight early on. Did you miss that E? No, you didn't. Okay. You have a 5/10 smite. You smited early, like way early. You smited really, really early, and then he just autoed it and stole it from you. Okay, that's a bad idea, right? So if you think about why this is a bad idea, it's because he has his Q still. Right? And he slowed you with red buff. And he just got the dragon, so he's gonna have a little more movement speed. He's gonna get about 10 movement speed from that dragon. And he's Master Yi, so it's like actually 12. So he's gonna get like 11 or 12 extra MS. From that dragon he just stole. It's 388 MS. You have 324 with the red buff on you. You're not getting away from him, right? And so here, he alphas. Why is he not alpha striking? Okay. He's retarded. Like, he could just alpha there and probably kill you. In your jump. He just alphas when you jump. Or cuts you off right here, right? He just takes a better path and goes a little bit more over here so he can cut the thing faster. And not doing that would have been great. Like, you should be dead here, but he's retarded, so you actually end up living. I don't understand. He doesn't know how to play E at all. He has no idea. He has no idea how to play E. It's a really greedy recalling position. Because if he just comes in and if he just decides to maybe continue the chase, he's just gonna kill you right here. Right? You didn't even need to burn flash for this. It's pretty amazing. So he decided to just go do your blue buff. Like 9 times out of 10, that's gonna be fine. Alright, so you know that your bottom side's probably gonna be gone. We've established bot lane is like hopeless. The best you can do is ping them off. We want to try to focus on getting this Vladimir ahead. Right, because he's 2-1, he knows what he's doing. He's turned around a gank and killed the Yi. Right, so he knows what he's doing. On Renekton, we see over here, he just went a little too far and ended up diving, and then he paid for it. But he's up in CS, and he got that guy really low in the first place. If he didn't take the turret shot, just backed off, he'd be crushing lane right now. And it's a favorable matchup as well. And I don't know if any of them are pinging flashes or anything, but you should be taking advantage of that. Did you get boots? You did get boots, good. I like your boots purchase. I mean, you should have taken at least more of those camps. You could have taken blue buff, you could have taken Gromp. Realistically, like at least 2 you could have taken. Huh? How are you this low? Oh, there you go. So you smited that. Didn't finish it off. That actually ended up costing you a little bit of health. Might seem small, but it's actually pretty big. When you're fighting these camps like this, try to kite them around so you take a little bit less damage. There was a little bit of indecisiveness there. And you didn't decide to turn back because you saw Yi, because you turned back when you didn't see Yi. Top lane, like, if you see this guy this far up, like, you need to be panning over and seeing, like, is this something that their Master Yi would want to look to gank, right? You have to think, who do I want to gank and who does he want to gank as well? So he's gonna go probably top lane right now. Look at how squishy this guy is. Right, look at how low he is. And he has like 2 kills. Or he has 1 kill. But he has ultimate still. And so there he is. What I would have liked to see would not go down here, and instead go over here and then play to your strong laners, right? Play to your Renekton, play to your Vladimir. Look at this guy. He used Shadow. There we go. That's time to go in. He has no flash, right? This stuff needs to be pinged, and you should be panning over constantly to lanes when you're farming. The only time you need to pan over is if you need to use E. Everything else will pretty much fall into place. Because you can queue without having your camera here. So you need to be like doing this, right? Doing like cycling through the lanes and seeing, you know, what's going on. I guarantee you're not doing that. I guarantee it. Hey, look at that. Flash? 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 Oh, I would flash that rupture. Flash that rupture, he dies. Right? He's already used flash. You flash his rupture here, he has no way to get you off of him. You have red buff, slowing him, this guy gonna follow up. It's 100% this Renekton's gonna follow up. 100, you probably kill him. You probably just kill him. I think you kill him. Definitely. Yeah, this was something that, like gold junglers and low plat junglers, they don't do. It really is annoying. They don't push in the lane with the laner after a gank like this. You want to push this in, right? You see what the situation that it's in? He wants to get this on their tower. It's very clear that you need to get this on their tower. Make him miss all of this. I mean, he should be recalling. right? But it's, he can maybe stay with this HP. But the fact that he's staying should tell you, hey, we could probably just dive this. Right, we could probably dive this. Renekton, he has Flash, he can tank a little bit. Maybe you could dive if it's coordinated properly. He's healed up a little bit though now. He ended up going for Rift, or he ended up going for Skull instead. I don't like that. Yeah, so look at him, he's poking him down. Yeah, at this point I would completely ignore bot lane. There's nothing you can do for bot lane. If you're wondering if there's anything you could do for bot lane, no there's not. Because every time like you're in a position to gank, they were just low. Nice. Really good. You waited for the alpha and I went in. This is kind of dangerous because the Zed still has his ultimate on you and he still has Qs. And I believe he still has Shadow. I think his Shadow's still up, so you could potentially die here. Yeah, you could have died here. Like, flashing after him was really bad. You need to be aware of the Qs. Look at, see, he just killed, but he's bad, so he misses. He should have done that earlier, you'd be dead. Before the mark hit, you'd be dead. After that, yeah, this is I don't think this is a good chase. Oh wait, no, this is fine. This is fine. You kill Soraka, Ludo's coming in, he speed you up, you get W? Like, I would continue with this actually. I don't know what Kate is, I guess. I would have continued with that just because you had your teammate around you, right? If anybody comes in, they just like get exhausted. You go for the tower instead, which would be fine, right? If everybody else went for the tower, but you see what happens here, right? You have no impact because you're not helping the team here. This is a point of impact. These are the things that win you the game. It's these early game skirmishes. It's this right here. Right? It's this stuff that happens. This is what determines the game. Most of the time. Look at this. You could have easily cleaned up. You could have easily cleaned up. Yeah. I don't like the decision to actually come down here now. Like, just finish what you're doing over here. You committed to trying to get mid lane here, which is the wrong choice, I think, right here. You end up maybe getting a kill here. Not getting a flash. Keep chasing. Oh, Cho'Gath died. Alright, so Cho'Gath died. So instantly, you guys, okay, you won. You want to fight. You want to look for something, right? You want to look for something. Mid lane is the easiest thing to get. You want to look for an objective. Mid lane is the easiest thing to get. I see no pings going down whatsoever. You need to be pinging these guys. They're stupid. You need to be pinging them. Right? We need to be preventing the stupidity. This is a very winnable game. See like this. This is a little stuff, right, that you need to be paying attention to get all these kills. It's gotten you 3 kills. But there's been times where you could have gotten, you could probably have like 5 or 6, honestly. Probably have 5 or 6. How much gold do you have? You have a lot of gold. Holy crap. Why didn't you just recall him? You're power farming way too much. Let's see. Like, now would be a good time to recall. I would just recall right now. You have so much power. You have huge item power spikes. You want to recall when you have your item power spikes. You know, when you have your Devour, when you have your, like, I don't know, Bork. I don't know what Shyvana gets because, you know, she's not actually a champion right now. You should play something completely different if you want to climb, but that's up to you. Playing Shyvana, I think she's, like, pretty trash. I guess she's okay. I don't know. I don't actually play jungle, so. But you should recall, see how long this goes on for. See how long you delay your game. Unnecessary, you just need a recall. Okay, so you end up dying. So if she sets you down, that's 500 gold to their AD carry now, who was already really sad. You probably could have killed the E if you just recalled. Look at this, you have almost 4,000 gold. You finished Devour, you get Juron's Fist and a Giant's Belt. Like, look at this, man. Look at this gold. You not recalling when you have these item power spikes is really detrimental to your game, because it's basically like you have this gold lead, right? You have a 2,000, 3,000 gold lead, but you don't actually have it. You're actually even because you're not recalling to spend that gold, right? If that makes sense, right? So it doesn't really matter too much if you have like 500 and you don't spend it, right? That's not a big deal. That's a long sword, right? Who cares, right? But when you have stuff like Devour, you have like 1,500 gold, right? It's opportune time to look for a recall. You know, unless like a fight happens and you're like, oh, fight's gonna start here, and we gotta go, right? I would go mid. Go mid. Did you see this? Did you see this at all? So you should be looking at this. Your camera should be on mid lane right now. Camera should be on mid lane. Oh, totally help him out here. Maybe you can get something. Ah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. I don't know if you decided to, yeah, he was just dead or what. You know, it's a bad thing if you just don't see that and you don't actually realize that. Oh, wait a minute. This is kind of bad. Because you know they left, right? You see this. And look, did you see him? He passed down here, and so did the Zed. Right, we can see which way they go down. So you know they're coming, so you back off. Go over here. I would use this plant to just scout for some vision. Right, just to see if they're coming. Then you go back in. I don't understand. Like, what, do you think they're gonna be gone by then? Yeah, now you're dead at this point. I don't know why you did that. I don't understand why. See, at this point everything starts snowballing. The game is really early game, so you're not going for the opportunities that I've already shown. I'm not gonna go back over them. Pretty much lost you the game here. Now Caitlyn he just hurts Zed and he snowball. So unless you can shut down Caitlyn, which is pretty hard because you have to get through Soraka first. And then this happens. Alright. This happens. You're over here. I don't know why you keep choosing to farm. Just go kill Soraka right now. Go over here. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is a free triple kill for you. This is your chance to get back in the game and you ignore it and go for a Gromp. Oh, but he gets low too. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why do you keep farming so hard past 6? You have to get rid of this habit. It's not terrible because you're Shyvana and you want to get to 6, but you keep doing it even after 6. You ignore a fight that's literally on your screen, right? You'd be like this and you could see the fight over here in the corner. It might just be your map awareness. I don't know. Okay, so you come in late. You completely miss your ultimate. I don't know why you're ulting over here. Nobody turns out to be over there. Just walk up to the Caitlyn and hit her a few times. And then save your ultimate for her clap close. And so now, okay, you just walk into a trap. And then you can't chase her, because you use your W and you use your ultimate. And you can't chase her. Alright, good block. Good block. So you lost your chance to shut her down. Shut her down and shut the E down. That'd be so much gold for you too. It's quite a bit of gold. Look at that. So the Misfortune just shut down the. Let's see how much gold that was. That was 550. You could have, if you went over here when they were chasing Vladimir, then you could have easily gotten probably 2,000 gold worth. And also, I think instead of your just drums fished here, you just go Ninja Tabbies. Because they have a Yi, they have a Caitlyn, they have a Zed, right? It's really, really efficient against all those people. Right? Not as much against Zed because he's in the auto too much, but he's an AD champion, and Cho'Gath's not going to do damage to you. At this point, you need to wait for those opportunities again and just farm and make sure you're in those opportunities like this. I look for some vision control. I haven't seen a control word this whole time. You have 15 vision score. That's really low. It's really low, and that's including like using your red trinket. So it's not just like regular vision. It's, you know, also 9 vision, then it goes up. I don't know by how much, but this is pretty dangerous because you're against a Master Yi who can chase you down, and a Zed who can chase you down, and the Caitlyn who's just straight up fed. So, and she has Affinity now. You don't know that, of course, but you know you can assume. So we know that now, right? And we have no vision for this whatsoever. Right? We don't have any vision over here, or anywhere. So we just have to wait until this gets pushed up. Because we can't go over there without guaranteeing. Like, we can't go over here doing this, guaranteeing our safety. Alright, recalling you of 980. You could probably farm this. Okay, you go for the mallet. I don't like that you're not finishing boots. I dislike that. Okay, so there's some indecision there again. When you're making your decisions, just go with the one that you decided. You know, it kind of seems like you're split a few times. Okay, so it wasn't that great. Okay, sure you get on Soraka, right? Okay, sure that's great. Sure you get a knockup, but not a lot of follow-up is happening. Your Renekton is not quite here yet, but we'll see what happens. Alright, that worked out pretty well. I would go with the team, not chase this Soraka, actually. Okay, so this turned out well. So if you see that, he went in here, ulties MF, he's just gonna die, right? But you want to start focusing him right here. And finish this guy off. Soraka can only heal so much, actually. And I would have liked to see an Executionist calling, and you just sitting on that thing. So whoever you're hitting isn't really getting healed. And your MF may or may not buy it, right? She probably isn't gonna buy it. I would have liked to see like Executioners, tier 2 beasts instead of this mallet. That way you don't need to focus Soraka every time. When Renekton gets in here, just help him out, right? Because you gotta realize, if Renekton survives, you just win the fight here. If Renekton survives, you win the fight. Alright, so we just want to keep him alive.
Shut down.
So we killed Zed. Alright, you guys kill him because he's Cho'Gath. Yeah. This is fine. This is fine. If you're flaming Renekton from going down here, the flame was actually kind of warranted because MF is already here. She's already about to catch the wave, so he could have actually helped you for this. If the MF wasn't about to catch that wave, that'd be okay. Because you guys need to be able to get something after. Yeah, he could probably helped you. You still shouldn't flame your teammates though. So do your best to not do that. I'm gonna go to the next fight, because these are all team fights at this point. Looks like a few people get caught out. Looks like you got caught out here. So at this point, Caitlyn still needs to be shut down, basically. Alright, so you go over here. Okay, where's this extra damage coming from? You're too low, you need a recall. Yeah, you're too low, just recall. I don't know where this is coming from. What the heck chunked you out? You're staying on the map way too long being this low. You have to be careful when you're this low against people that can one-hit you. Right? Well, not exactly one-hit you, but against people that can, you know, do that, right? Like, imagine if that was Master Yi on you. I would recall right here. They can take care of the waves, you don't need to be here. If there's a fight, just like ping them off, right? Like this, right? We don't know where many people are, we just know Caitlyn's over here. So just ping their Renekton off, right? Just ping them off and stuff like this. You know, and if they fight, it's like, okay, that's not really your fault. You made the right choice, you have to... This is so dumb, why are you all going top lane? Okay, good. You realize they're retarded and 3 people are in the same lane. Like, this is already pushing. Like, they should be mid lane. Or at least some of them should be mid lane. Okay. You know Zed is coming up here, right? Just kind of walked into him there. If you didn't notice that. You kind of walked into him. Right. So we see him over here. Right. And we see that, right? We see this. Look. We see him going over here. Look, we see that. We know he wants to kill you. He sees you because there's minions here. Go over here. Go away from him. Go down to your turret. Ultimate away. I would ulti right now, right? Right after his dash. Okay, it's too late. You were just too slow. You shouldn't be over there anyway, so we see him path over here. It's pretty clear he wants to kill you. Because he sees you with the minions here. Minions grant vision, right? You see? Minions granting vision. Now you're not here to help at all. Okay. Okay, looks like there's a really big fight right here. Okay, just auto here, that was pretty funny. Alright, so you guys shut down Caitlyn. I wouldn't go for this. There's not a lot of follow-up right now. Don't go for this. No. Oh, wait a minute. That was Renekton, I think. I can't tell the difference between a dinosaur and a dragon. I'm actually trolling. Okay. Go with him, like... Help him out, maybe. Like, just help the Renekton out here, because if he follow up is stunned with a knockup, Rocket just probably dies during the duration of all of it. Right, and I know you want to kill her, but sometimes killing her isn't really the solution, because there's an opportunity to shut down somebody else who's also fed. It's a situation, right? They get stunned up. They're both low. Throck is low. You guys are gonna kill her together. Yeah, you guys would kill both of them. You would easily kill both of them. Right. So this happens, which is it's okay. You know, it's all right. But if you just went with this guy, Zed would probably be dead. Soraka would probably be dead. Right. They'd probably both be dead. And then, sure, Caitlyn kills MF. But you guys are too tanky for her to just instantly kill. And you have a Renekton who's really big. Alright, Caitlyn cannot handle the Renekton. Right, she has to kite the both of you out, which is impossible because you have Mallet. So if you auto her once, she's just gonna die. So if these guys would be dead, you just turn on the Caitlyn afterwards, because where can she go, right? She has to go on your base. She's just gonna die. Right, and that would have been 3 kills instead of just 1 kill on the Caitlyn. It would have been a really high value ultimate for you as well, because it would be following up on a really great stun by her next. Oh my god, damn. This has actually got pretty good mechanics. How did he dodge that? I want to see that. I actually want to see how he played that. He got stunned right here. He put a W here and then ulted right here. That was actually really well played. Damn. That's quick mechanics. Yeah, you have ult. Oh wait, you don't, you're in dragon form. Ooh, okay, I would leave. Run to your teammate here. Right, you want to run to your teammates so they can help you. I guess it's kind of bad in this situation, because they're just going to collapse, so it's fine. That is something you wanted to dodge. That is a Q you needed to dodge. Just understand what it means getting hit by that Q. It's not the damage, but it's the slow, right? And then it's what comes because of the slow, right? You're gonna get slowed, and then he's gonna auto you like 3 times, and then he's gonna get in range for all of his other stuff, right? It's gonna be real easy. Alright, you're on that stroll. Alright, they just finished the game from here. Some more people die right at the very end. Everybody's still dead. I can't really jump in. Alright. That was okay. Yeah, you kinda had to try for something. You kinda had to try for something there. I think overall, like, you made some, like, good, you got some decent kills. You got some decent kills, but the team fights weren't always played proper. You know, there's the build as well. I would I would love to see executioners, because they have a lot of healing with Straka, Master EW, right? And Cho'Gath actually heals a lot with his grasp. So I would have really liked to see an early executioners, and then you just sitting on it, and then building normally as you would. And I would have liked to see, instead of the E at level 2 or 1 or whatever you got it, I would have liked to see a W right away. You know, I could be wrong about the skill order. I don't play Shyvana, and I haven't seen what people do with Shyvana. I mean, people don't play Shyvana, so, you know, there's a reason for that. But, you know, I remember it being you just get W and then max that out. And then there's pretty much like the rest of it was you just not reacting to plays that the Master Yi was making, you not reacting. Like, you would see the fight happen, or maybe you wouldn't, and you just wouldn't go to help your teammates. Right? Like, your teammates were making a play, and you just wouldn't help them. And you would just go power farm. Right? Like, the big one was over here. Where, oh, whoops. Well, anyways, the big one was basically, I'll open it. Okay. So the big one was right here, where these guys were here. And you went to farm the I'll bring him over here too. There's the Master Yi, the mid laner, and the AD carry. They were all over here, and they got really low. Right, they were all really, really low. And most importantly, Thrak and Caitlyn were extremely low. You would just want to hit them with going in with your ultimate there. I think that was the game-winning one. That was the chance to win, come back in the game. Like you kind of like lost the game over here, where you didn't help them chase, and instead went for the turret. Yes, the turret is the better choice, but when your teammates are not doing the better choice, you kind of have to go with their suboptimal play, because you know a fight's probably gonna break out from it. And so if the fight ends up turning bad, you know there's not much you can do. Just back out. Right? If you've done your job, you know, maybe somebody just got like insta-gibbed at the beginning of the fight. Yeah, that sucks, right? But the point is you gotta be there, right? You weren't even there at all. And so here, you didn't help this. You lost the game over here. And there was a few times where you didn't counter gank the Master Yi. You were like in position. Like the Master Yi was, he was like over here, and then you were like, I don't know, farming here or farming like Rift Scuttler, and then you just didn't help when the mid lane got ganked. But he was your strongest lane in the early game. Like he was doing really well, and you just didn't help him at all. Like I don't understand. You gotta help him out. So it might be you not looking at it and just map awareness that needs improvement, or your decision to just go help out your teammate and be a little bit more willing. It's one or the other. I don't know which one. Well, anyways, I hope you liked that review.